Thanks everybody for joining the call. My name is Jack. I'm so happy that the local AdWords Academy kicked off with training number 1. So what we are going to do actually is kind of the same when you buy a TV. You get a big manual and there are so many features and adjustments and all kind of things. It takes you in a universe to learn all those kind of settings. But with those big manual, you get also a quick start one page. And that is what we're going to do today. So the goal today is that you can enter your first campaign and sign up your first client. Does that make sense? So what I mean with that is we're going to follow the 80-20% rule. We only do things what has the most effect. We start today with prospecting new clients and enter them in AdWords. And later on, after this training, each step will get explained in an hour training. What I mean that is, today I give you the keywords. In another training, I'm going to explain what are good keywords and what are not good keywords. So the negative keywords, which phrase you should use, there's so much to tell about it. But as I said, you don't need to know that to sign up your first client today. Does that make sense? So the training today is about how to set up your first campaign, and I use an example to make things, to make it more fun, to make it more easy, and to give you a blueprint. I remember the days that I bought a franchise and I asked them, give me something to work. I'm not lazy. Give me something to work, and if I follow your steps, this will work. And that is what I'm going to do to you. If you are not lazy, if you said, Jack, give me a step plan, so follow in that case the step plan. If you said, Jack, I love another niche, so follow that other niche. Okay, so if you have some preference for another campaign, just do that. So what we're going to learn today is we're going to create 3 groups, and we're going to set the target area and we're going to set the opening hours. So it is very focused to get the first campaign up and running. So are you guys ready to get to work? Okay, so let me go over to my Google account. I'm switching screens now. And you should see now my new MCC account. Everybody see this? This is the new, what I created with a new Gmail address, jackholm8@gmail.com. And at 2 p.m. I created an auto repair niche, but I will create a new one. So we will do the same as the previous training. So then I click on plus account. You have now more or less 2 options. You can link an existing account, which is from a client which does already AdWords management, or you can create a new AdWords account. And that is what we're doing today. We click on new AdWords account and give it a name, and that is then auto repair 2. Okay, then you select the time. This cannot be changed, so it's a time zone where the client is located. You can get some tips and it, but maybe you do it only for the first campaign, but you don't need 10 of those tips emails. And then you create account. Okay, the account is now created and you click on that account. And now you are in the sub account from auto repair number 2. Then it goes like, you only see this when you create a new campaign. It those wizard steps that Google created. And it's handy if you don't know anything about AdWords. I don't like it so much, but for the first time it is okay. So then you said create your first campaign. You click on it, and then it asks a campaign name. So auto repair. Then it asks the type, and we're going to select search network only. Have you got this? The type is search network only. Confirm. Then you can choose standard or you can choose all features. I like all features. I'm not going to over them all, but I like to have those options. Then include search partners. You want to have that checked. Then you can select the area where you want to show those ads. And I always choose let me choose. And then I click on advanced search. And then you get a map from Google. And I click on radius targeting. I enter the zip code from the client. And I change the radius to 10 miles. So it's pretty close to the client. And I click on search. I click on add, and then it turns to a blue circle, and I click on done. And now it asks me which language defaulted already. Now it's pretty damn good. And then it asks the bid strategy. Okay, you can say I will manual set my bids for clicks or AdWords set my bids. I will do manual, and I like to bid, let's say $5. You can change it later, okay? Then I want to spend only $10 per day, so I don't have any risk. And then there are options to those ad extensions. And those ad extensions, we will cover them later. Then there are other advanced settings like the schedule. So say I only want to show the ad when the business is open. So I can say all days. It opens at 8 a.m. and I close at 6 p.m. Okay? And then there's an ad delivery, dynamic search, all those kind, and I click on save and continue. Now I'm in the ad group name. So within the campaigns, I can have different ad groups. And now I have a surprise for you. When you go to the membership site, you log into the local AdWords Academy. There is a tab and it's called resources. Click on it, and then I provided for the auto repair campaign a quick setup, the keywords and the ads. You click on it, it is a zip file, and you will find 3 different files, and each file is a text file which includes the keywords and the ads. So I assume you're going to do that when I'm finished training. So I'm giving this a name, let's say auto repair, but that is the main keyword of that campaign group. Then I'm going to open my text ad with those keywords and ads, and you will see that the headline is auto repair city. So this ad is actually running in my city. So I'm going to do auto repair Boca Raton. The description line I just copy and paste it from the ad, from the text file I provided. Then the destination URL. This is what you will see when you search with a keyword and when you search an ad. So what you want to do, if you want to go to IBIS leads or whatever, you have the customer website, and I'm going to just pick one. Or in the gateway, you said, I want to install a theme on a certain domain. It's very easy. Okay, I just copy this, the domain name. I make sure I'm on home. This is just an example. You will put the display URL as you like. Okay, and then you can a little bit make that, I don't like the slash at the end, so you can make that a little bit nicer looking, and then you scroll down and it asks for the keywords, one per line. So in the text file you actually have the keywords. You copy and paste those. Everybody can do that. And then default bid, we set a $5, and save and continue to billing. So what Google now wants you to do is enter your billing information. I'm not doing that live, but that is just straightforward. Okay, and when you go to the campaigns, you will see that the first campaign is created, correct? We just did that. So if you go back to the MCC account, you will see now a new campaign, and let's call this Auto Repair 2. You click on it, and we just created the first group. You see, Auto Repair, and we're going to create 3 groups for this campaign. Don't ask why, but that is the 80-20% rule, and I'm going to provide you the copy and paste information. So I click on Add New Group, and the next group is not auto repairs, actually car repair. You probably had that expected. Okay, so now the next group is called car repair, and it already remembers the last what I used the last time. I only have to change to car. Then the keywords. Now the keywords are geared to car repair. Copy and paste. $5. Save and billing. And if you go to campaigns, the second campaign group is created. You see now auto repair and car repair. And now I'm going to explain you a strategy. A strategy what will amaze the business owner. And the keyword, they are only about $1. You know what keywords are only $1 and will amaze the business owner? That you generate those calls for cheap. That is actually their business name. The business name. It happens. It might happen that they are not ranking high with a business name in Google Maps. It might happen that they're not looking high in Google SEO. And you can control that with AdWords. With AdWords, you can just say that Google, the business name, I want that ad on the top. So the third group is business name. So what you do is just 1 second. The headline is just business name, and all other is about the same. You have business name and you find out the misspelling of that business name, so it's all ranking for those lookalike business names. You only have to bid $2 or so, and the real cost will be $1, and save and continue. Okay, now I have a surprise for you. You know what the surprise is? Your first campaign just got created. Your quick start is finished. Wow. That is the basis. Okay, now you did a quick start what you got with the TV and you enter that in Google AdWords. How hard is that? You just copy and paste the information what I provide. Who can do that? Yes or no? Who can do the copy and paste thing? Okay. Are you guys ready to sign up new clients today for car repair, auto repair? Okay. So let me do one thing extra. What I didn't do at 2 p.m. Now, if you go to an ad and click on ads, you see this ad, correct? And this is actually an ad for the desktop. So on the right hand side, you see in drop down and you see copy and edit. And then there is a selection box for mobile. So you just select mobile. You guys see this? And click on save. Now you have an ad that shows on mobile and you have an ad that shows on desktop. So we're going to digging deeper. You guys feel it? There are so many settings which can enhance the campaign and tracking and make it better than any other competitor or other AdWords manager. I'm going to train you in that. Okay, so you got the basis, and each time, each lesson, I'm going to dig in deeper, and I do that so you become an advanced AdWords manager. Okay, AdWords manager. Everybody get this? So I want you to feel that it's simple, but on the same time, I want you to feel that there are 100 settings, and those 100 settings make you from good to be the best. And at the end of those 10 weeks, I want you to be the best. Okay, so I'm going to do now a Freakers Ask question about this, and I'm not going to answer questions what is related to those advanced settings. The most important thing is that you can do the basis. So if you have a question about the base, what I just demoed to you, let me know. No questions? Would transmission repair fit too? Yes. Who's billing information? The client. Okay? So let me answer that at the end, but I will come back to that. So we need to set up those campaigns now. You need to be able to set up the campaign, and once you set up, when you get a client, you just enter, you're able to run that campaign. Do you do the business name per city or just business name? Only business name, because you already target for that business in the correct city. What kind of client ROI can we expect? This is not related to what I talked today, Mike, so please stay on the topic. Can you put a tracking number in the title? A tracking number? No, you cannot put a phone number in the ad. So when we get a client, we use what we set up and change the info, the existing campaign. We can, but you need to be able to do this. So you can create a test campaign in the MCC account, copy and paste, get familiar with it, and when you have a client, you just create a new campaign. If the server zone is larger than one zip code, how do we set the target area? I will go over that in the target settings, but I just wanted to know that you can enter zip codes, you can enter radius, but just start with a simple zip code and a radius. I will go over to the target area in a later stage. Bob said, Jack, I'm new at IM and AdWords. Do you have a PDF or other written description of how you create the campaign and ad? Yes, from this training, Karen will make that. Can you show setting mobile campaign again? So you see those ads, correct? So let me do from a car repair. You see this ad, and when you hover over the mouse, you see those pencil and you see a drop down box. That pencil that will say I want to change the current ad. If you click on the arrow, you have an option. You can say edit or copy and edit. And you want to do copy and edit, and then on the screen you see a selection box, mobile. You select that selection box, and now it is for mobile, and you click on save. And now it will show that this ad is only shown for mobile devices. It's pretty simple. Google AdWords interface is used by thousands of AdWords managers, and they even listen to me. So if I have some good ideas, they take that tips and they don't say when, but at a certain point it gets implemented. So Google is not so strict or not so stiff as you think. Do we need to split testing on the ads to see which one works better? Yes, and that will come. So I will do 1 hour training only about which ad works and what are not good ads. Okay, I feel you guys got the basis, and that was the goal of this quick setup. So let me go back to the presentation, because now we're going to go to part 2. Everybody see the presentation? Okay. Now, do you agree that of every niche there are thousands of clients? Do you agree that they all need more customers? How do you find those customers? And that is where Lead Finder Jack comes in. Lead Finder Jack has 3 nice tabs, nice modules where you can find those business information. It's in local biz, in AdWords, and by the way, only your guys have access to AdWords and Home Advisor. So, what are the ways to prospect businesses? The number 1 is to visit them. Number 2 is to call them. Number 3 is email them, and 4 is post mail them. Okay? Everybody got those 4 methods of prospecting? I want you to realize this. Bob, are you on the line? I think yes, correct? Bob, how many sign up for this AdWords training today? Enter yes or no when you sign up AdWords training today. Today. No, 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 yes. Okay, I see a couple of yeses. Why did you sign up today and not the first time I send out an email? Why do I keep sending emails? That is the answer to this screen. The answer to the screen is I contacted you multiple times, correct? And at a certain time, you were ready to join. And that is the answer to the screen. I contacted you multiple times and at a certain moment said, Jack, I believe in you, let's give it a try. That is the same for a client. You know, they might go for the first time. You might need to work a little bit harder to get his business. And statistics prove that 80% are made in the 5th or to the 12th contact. So you might need to work a little bit. Do you guys get it? You might need to follow up with the prospect. He was maybe too busy the first time. He might need some time. Okay? It takes some sweat. Okay? It takes some persistency. But that doesn't take away that you are convinced about your service. You know you can do a good job for the business. You only need to work and that you earn his trust. So, bottom line, 95% to get a client is because of action. Now be honest to yourself, okay? And be honest to me. Do you really think that I am better with my accent to get a client than you? Do you think that you can speak as well as English as me to a client? So I see a lot of better. So there's no reason why you cannot sign up more clients than me, correct? Okay, so I got that, and you are probably more confident and more persistent. Okay, so John, if you are not as persistent as me, you can change that. Now, who has bought something at Best Buy? An electric device. Okay. Do you know those salesperson knows how they can repair a TV? They know how TV works, but they are able to sell it, correct? Why are they able to sell it? Because they know if you use that TV, you are happy. You know, they have a nice screen, they get a remote control, and they know the quick start. You only need to know the quick start. You know AdWords is very very well known. You don't need to convince that business owner anymore. You just say, okay, AdWords is the way to go. Do you want to list on the top of the home page? Okay, so I created something for you to help that communication. Let me go to the membership site. And then you will see on the resources, AdWords PPC management prospecting sample. You guys see that? So it is a Word document. See if I can show it to you guys. I hope I can. Then let me click here, and it is a Word document. Let me open it, and then I have to switch to Word. Everybody see this screen, the Word document. So this will do the sale for you if there is any doubt. You explain that with Google AdWords you can list their business on the top. Who of the business owners do not want to list, do not want to show on the top. They all want that. Correct? That is your sale. You just show this image. Then this document has some explanation what you are doing for the money. So it is in yellow what you need to change. And then you can enter your investment, your name, and the best part is the credit card information. Okay? But this image will do the sale for you. Everybody got this? This is available in the members area. You just show it, and if you don't get the sale, you just leave that document at the client so he has something to think about it. Okay? So I'm going to learn you to teach you how you can show that ad on top of everybody. Okay? So there's only kind of a matter of money, but if you bid on their business name, those ads are actually cheap. Okay? Now, let me go back to the presentation. Everybody understand how to make the conversion, but there's something more to it. And I know Mike said he's a better salesperson than me, but I got some experience too. So, let me say this. You only need 20 to 50 clients. You don't need 100 and plus, okay? Then you become really big. But to make a nice monthly income, you only need 20 to 50 clients. So, what are the golden questions to close a deal? And I want you to get familiar with it. Okay, now that you show that document to say, do you want to list on the top? And every business owners understand Google and want to list on the top. Then you go in discussion, how much should be the ad spend? How much does it cost? You go in this cost discussion. Then your answer is, are you guys seeing my presentation? Okay, so your cost discussion is, how many new customers can you handle per month? Everybody get this first question? How many new customers can you handle per month? Okay, that is a very tricky question. Then you ask them, what do you earn average per customer? Wow. And every business owners get it. They said, okay, I can handle 100 customers, and every customer I earn at least $100. So that's an extra $10,000 a month. Everybody get this? His mindset is, I can earn $10,000 extra per month. They get it very quickly. Business owners understand those math. So the next question, what you're going to ask is, when can you handle those new customers? Do you know what the answer is? 99%? Today, yesterday, now. Correct. The last question you're going to ask is, what is your credit card number? Don't be shy. Don't say, can I get your credit card? Can I get started? No. Just say, what is your credit card number? Assume the sale. Don't be shy to something that you ask something what maybe they don't like to share. That we're going to in that discussion later in another time. Okay, you're all right. You guys get it? So by showing if the business owners need to get converted to say, hey, does it really work? What do I get? You said, okay, you're going to show on the top of the first page. Okay, so his mindset is, I want that. They really want it. Every business owners want to be on the top of the page. Then you need to go through that cost questions. Okay, and those 4 questions will guide them to give you the credit card. Okay. Everybody see my screen full screen or partly? How many full? So it is on your end. How many auto repair shops can I sign up in a small town? Okay. In a small town, you want to start off with 1. And there are 20,000 cities in the United States. You only need 20 to 50 clients. Plenty room for each of you. Okay? But I like you to start in your own town. And that is your homework for this week. You're going to collect all the car auto repair shops, businesses in your own town. And you're going to either call or you're going to visit them. And keep in mind, if this is your first client, in case this is your first AdWords management client, it is not important how much they're going to pay, okay? But never do it for free. So don't have lengthy discussion about the charge 10%, 15%, $197, $497. Your first AdWords management client charge is not important. This is your learning client. Once you do one, you know good how to do the second one. Okay? So I'm going to show you, demo you how you find this information in Lead Finder Jack now. Start Lead Finder Jack. Going to change screens again. Everybody sees Lead Finder Jack. Now you go to local biz. You enter the niche is auto repair. If I can spell right, it can be any other niche, okay? But as blueprint, you get from me auto repair. Then let's say a city, Orlando, and then you click on search. Okay, then it asks Orlando which state, so let's do Florida, and then you guys see that it gets all the company information. Okay, and that is your to-do list. You enter your niche, your city where you live in or close to, what has a reasonable amount of auto repair shops, and you're going to prospect them this week. Everybody understand the assignment? Do we need proxies to run Lead Finder Jack? No. So here's the thing. If you sign up a client, a car repeal, and you need help, just post it in the Facebook group, okay? We are with 100 plus members. There's always somebody, including me, who will help you, okay? You never be alone, but get that first client as soon as possible, okay? Get used to prospecting, okay? Try to get those 20 to 50 clients as soon as possible. Shouldn't we be looking for auto repair companies that are already spending dollar on AdWords? Yes, that is better, okay? But it doesn't matter in your own town. In your own town, you just want to Orlando is very big, so you probably cannot prospect 322 companies, but you're probably not in a big city like that. There's also an AdWords module. So you can go to the AdWords module. You might need to restart Lead Finder Jack 2 times to show that AdWords tab, because it's very tricky how we set it up, because only your guys, local AdWords Academy members, have access to it. Then you select search one niche, and let me do Florida, then Orlando we said, then select the niche, auto repair, where are you? Here, and then get the companies. So this is live. So most auto repair dealers are not advertising Sunday night. So you might want to run it during the day, during the week. Jeffrey, I will come back to that. So a client will spend $50 to $7 for the first week, and ad spend, correct? So $50 if they run it for 5 days, $70 if they run it for 7 days. Okay, Mike, I put $10 as an example because I don't want that you burn your personal money. But when you have an agreement with your client that he wants to spend $1,000 per month, you divide it by the days your ad is running. Let's say 20 days. So you divide it $1,000 divided by 20. So your daily budget is $50. Okay? How do we know how much each click will cost for a keyword? You kind of, I will go over that, but just have the campaign run with a reasonable ad spend, and you will see once the impressions comes in what the ranking is for each keyword and the average ranking for the ad. So don't be shy, just have it run. Is it better to set up our own site for them if they already have a site? So I highly prefer that I have control about the website. I highly prefer that I use my own website. Not all the businesses like that. So you have to see, have to go around. I'm not saying to the business owners, I don't want to use your website. If they have a strong preference, I would say, let me take a look if it converts well. We can always change, okay? So I'm going to work around that. So it's if a business owners want to use their website, I still take him as a client, but I prefer to have my own website. Using the AdWords tab will only bring up companies that are spending dollar on AdWords. Correct. And at that moment when you do the search. So who is ready to sign up clients? Who's able to do the homework for this week? How many, let's say you find 100 auto repair shops in your town. How many are you prospecting this week? Tom, you are the winner. Tom said already have one that is ready to sign up for auto glass repair. Tom, I'm so proud of you. Sign him up. Get the credit card. Do you already have the credit card? Gary said, I do too. Gary, do you have the credit card? You guys want to know how long it takes me to get a credit card from a business? I get it within 30 minutes. I do get it. I really do. Jack, can you review what we should charge? $197 per month. Forget all about everything else. Get your first client and charge $197 per month. It works all the time. Later on, when you get more experience, you can charge more. Plus the budget. Yes, you do get a credit card. You enter, they pay for the clicks. So if they say, I want to spend $1,000 on AdWords, they pay for $1,000 for the clicks and they pay you $197 for the management. That budget from $1,000 get managed well and they get clients in. What do we do with the credit card? You enter in Google and you pay yourself. I'm going to over in the next training how you can payment option for yourself. Ken said, I have a credit card for the fitness equipment sales. Good job, Ken. This is a good group. Many of the guys have already clients. 197 includes the website that you add and web you do, or do we charge more for the web page? Okay. I'm happy with $197 per client, and I do not charge extra for the website. And why I'm not extra charging? Because I want to be in control of the website. If I own the domain and I have the website, that client is not leaving quickly with you. He will stay for a long time. Do you know how much work you have on a $197 per month client? Tell me, how much do you think you have to spend on his AdWords account per month? When the campaign is running well, it takes you not more than an hour. How much do you earn per month for each client per hour? Is this something you can work for, $197? Is that a good hourly rate for you? Okay, so that works for me. Do you use your local Team Jack website as the landing page? Yes, but I'm going to optimize them, okay? As during those 10 weeks, I'm going to give you an optimized car auto repair website. Okay. Will we use local team deck auto repair website for now? Yes, we will do it for now, but I am working on it. Something is better. Okay. You shouldn't hold off to work with the first client. Okay. Like, there are a lot of things which you can improve. It doesn't mean that you cannot start today. So let me make that clear. You get a credit card from the client, and from this credit card from the client, two things get paid. One thing is the clicks on Google, and the other thing is your management fee. Everybody get that? Your management fee is a fixed cost, kind of, $197. The credit card for Google is paid per clicks. Do you get the credit card and have over when you're working with a cold client? Yes, I do. I do, and you don't believe me, I know, but I do. And I get my clients because mainly how is your business? I don't speak with the employee, have no sense. I don't speak with the reception, I speak with the business owner. And do you know what the beauty is of auto repair shops? They are very small. They are typically very small. And you can easily find the owner. And when you speak with the owner, you ask, how is business? And they will say, good, 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 good. And you start, can you use more business? How do we answer the question, how many calls will you be able to get per month? I would answer that with a question, how many can you handle? How much do you earn? And that is the budget to get all those calls for you. Does that mean you can generate all those calls? No, but if you said you get a credit card and there was a discussion about 100 more calls and it appears that you only generate 50 calls, do you think he's going to quit with you if you only generate 50 calls? Heck no. 50 times 100 is still $5,000 extra. Okay? So I had one more question. So don't forget to bid on the business name. They have cheap clicks and you can impress the business owner very quickly. Start prospecting tomorrow. Go start, fire up Lead Finder Jack and get that business information. Do you charge more if there is more than one location? I always charge per location. So if you have 3 locations, I charge them 3 times. Even when they want to use one website where all the 3 locations are listed, I charge 3 times. Do we need the URL for the ad? Yes, of course. What is the client contract? Oh, where is the client contract? Yeah, that's a good question. I wanted to go over that. So in the membership side, there are 2, in the resources, there are 2 sections, documents. AdWords PPC Management Prospecting and AdWords PPC Management. They are about the same. The only difference is with the prospecting, it is more marketing orientated. What that means is I show an image where your business is listed. It doesn't need to be in an official document, but for prospecting, it works. So that is the difference. But the contract is here. Google AdWords, your name in the business, and all those kind of details. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question. Which percentage do you think I have signed a contract with from your clients? I get this question all the time. Jack, do you have a contract? How many percentage do you think I have signed a contract? I only know about 2 clients, okay? And they get it. I'm not refusing that. But why do I get the credit card within 30 minutes and not in days? I get them over the phone and I'm done with that client. I get all the information at the moment I get the credit card. I'm not going to wait that they sign a contract and fill out all the information. So it is not bad that you have a contract, that you look official, that you have that in your at your hand, but don't wait that the things get signed to get a client. Okay, so I will go over how you can use a credit card to pay yourself. Do you charge a setup fee? No, I don't do that. But you can, but I don't do that. Would you follow up with a contract after you have the credit card? I don't typically do that. So my experience is if they want to cancel, they cancel. The contract will not hold stand. I'm not going to court or whatever. You know, it doesn't make sense all the time for me. Okay, so it is how I operate my business. If they want to cancel, they cancel. I don't want any unhappy customer. What is the basic information what we need from the to get started? I will provide a document for you, but typically it is kind of the business card, the openings hours, the location, basic information. Rudy asked, could you tell the business owner, if you sign up now, there will be no setup fee, and you sign up later, there will be sign-up fee. A way to motivate them to sign up now. You can do, as I said, I did not follow a sales school, you know, I didn't. And still I'm able to sign them all within 30 minutes. Okay, I don't threaten, I just tell you, when do you need clients, and they get it, and I get the credit card. Okay, so could you give me an example of a keyword with a business name? Please do all those 3 groups use the keyword with a business name or not? Okay, so let me go to Lead Finder Jack. Everybody see Lead Finder Jack? You see here company name. Do you see that those company names are all different? Every company name is a keyword. People, they might have heard from the company and they're looking up their information. This is a keyword that is very cheap, and you're going to use it as a keyword and also kind of look alike with typos, and maybe they don't enter shop and they don't enter the N sign, so kind of look alike. Okay, you will generate a lot of sheep calls, and that will how do you build up trust from a local business? To generate calls as quick as possible. Once you have that trust, you're good for a long time. So did you say choose cold call over the phone in a half hour? If yes, do you have a phone script? I just gave it to you. You ask those 4 questions. Talk with the business owner. Don't waste your time. When will you tell us how to process the credit for paying yourself? Next week, probably. Can we sign up the client for the Google AdWords program? Can we sign the client up for the Google AdWords program with their credit card info, or does the client need to do this personally? You take the credit card information, you enter it. Don't do difficult. Don't say, I know it is personal, I don't want to give them, and you just say, I needed to enter it in Google. Okay? Don't hang up long stories. I never had a problem that a business owner doesn't want to give the credit card. Okay? I know it is a sensitive topic and all the kind of things, but I don't have those problems. And I think that is the answer why I don't have those problems. So I still got a lot of questions, and I have some good news for you. It is a 10 weeks boot camp, and we got 9 more trainings to go. This week, I want you to prospect hard to get your client. A paying client, not something for free, okay? So don't make that mistake. You are an AdWords manager. You have a lot of people around you if you need help. Choose your niche. Car repair is a good one. You can also choose any other niche. Doesn't matter what. The most important thing is to get a client. What is the most important thing to get a client? Action. 95% to get a client is because of you took action. Okay? Who's responsible to get a client? The Facebook group, Jack, or yourself? Okay? Do you think you speak better English than me? Is there any reason why you cannot sign up a client? Okay, so this was it for the first week training. We will have another training next Sunday on 2 p.m. or 8 p.m. EST. So I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate if you leave a comment in the Facebook group so others can see what they missed. And I will post those 4 questions also in the Facebook group so you got them. Okay. It's the same sign up link for 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. and I will also send out reminders. So thanks Rudy, thanks Sanu, thanks Ray, thanks John. Where's the Facebook group? So go in the membership site, and in the membership site is the link for the Facebook, or PM me with your purchase email address and I can check it out for you. Thanks Mike, thanks John. Don't forget to leave a post in the Facebook group. Appreciate that. Thanks Deb. And thanks, Doc. I appreciate that. Thanks, Lloyd. Said learned even more. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Susan. Hi, Susan. Glad to see you. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, everybody.